This is bringing everyone to today's opening bell, Tuesday, the 16th of November. I am hosting Amafaye. We're still live here at the Convention Center in Durban, South Africa for the Intra-Africa Free Trade Conference for 2021. But this Frontier Opening Bell is about your marketplace. So let's take you quickly through Monday's trading day. The Nigerian market saw a bit of downside to the banking sector, and a few other sectors also made a few gains yesterday, not enough to just start what looks like a bit of a skittish Monday for the start of the week. So keep that in mind, everyone. Then, of course, you've got the whole sector within the other markets in the BRVM, the Egyptian markets, the South African JSE, of course, which is also in the red. Then you've got, the Nairobi Securities Exchange. The JSE finished about 24 basis points, a bit away from the rest of its peers yesterday, being a very major emerging market on the continent. Okay, let me just go straight to the East Africa, where the World Bank and the AfDB have blacklisted about 20 Kenyan companies because of fraud in 2 years. It's the highest number that we've seen so far in which companies are blacklisted by the AfDB and the World Bank for providing fraudulent information about their operations or the status of their companies as contractors to the two DFIs. Standard Chartered is reporting third quarter. Standard Chartered of Kenya reporting third quarter net profit jump about 47% to about 6.4 billion shillings. Heineken is looking to buy South Africa's Distel and Namibian breweries. That's part of an expansion that Heineken is looking to do, not just with Distel in South Africa, but also Namibia as well. Safaricom reporting debts of about 5.2 times to about 76 billion shillings in the half year to the month of September. And Tanzania's central bank says it will not put a cap on the loan interest rate within the banking system. That's according to the Minister of Finance. Let's look at West Africa again. Nigeria's president was here yesterday at the IATF 2021 Intra-Africa Trade, Investment and Market Conference. He delivered a speech that focused on the need to do more for small and medium enterprises back home in Nigeria. And he also said, President Buhari said, talk is not longer enough to move the AfCFTA forward. There has to be concrete actions on the table. Also speaking at the opening formalities yesterday was Nigeria's former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who is the chairperson of the Advisory Council of the IATF. He also says the AfCFTA, which was floated on the 1st of January this year, still the best stimulus for post-COVID Africa. And looking into Nigeria's around money lending practices, or rather, practices, the agency responsible for consumer protection, that's the FCCPC, the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Agency for Corrupt Practices, as well as the EFCC, are putting heads together in coordinating how to weigh in sanctions and other necessary oversight over money lending practices, in particular among those who are doing such financial services, fintech, over the technology and digital space. And Nigeria's lower food index in the month of October helped trim the country's inflation, headline inflation, to about 15.99%, down from 16% where it was in the month of October. That came in on Monday. And Goldfields Ghana says it's paying the government 159 cedis as dividend, while Senegal's business climate index went down by 5.6% in the month of September. A bit of backward-looking economic data. Okay, I'm going to look at the Southern Africa market, where President Ramaphosa yesterday gave a roaring speech to open the week-long Intra-African Trade Fair, Investment and Markets Conference. He spoke with the need why Africa needs to build a new intra-Africa trade routes to replace those traditional trade routes that Africa's had for hundreds of years but were destroyed by the colonial masters and the says there's no need anymore for the continent to continue to use its raw materials to provide jobs and feed the factories in the Western Hemisphere and the rest of the world. The South African index crossed the 70,000 points. That's the highest level ever for the all share index. And Vodacom, one of Africa's largest telcos, says is looking to an initial public offering for its financial services unit in South Africa. That could be listed separately on the JSE. And Transnet reportedly incurred about 14.5 billion rand in irregular expenditure for in 2011. 2021, I beg your pardon. Madagascar's economy is forecast to grow 5.4% in 2022. Take me through the Northern Africa, where we always wrap it up with EFG Hermes buying 100% stake in Tamea for about 450 million Egyptian pounds, while Mercer Capital, a financial services and investment firm, has completed about 750 million Egyptian pounds bond issuance for Egypt Lease, which is a leasing company. The Casablanca Stock Exchange in Morocco will host the virtual 2021 annual meetings of the ASEA, that's the African Securities Exchanges Association. About 35 exchanges on the African continent are meeting under the umbrella of the ASEA, which is headquartered in Nairobi, Kenya. This will be done virtually November the 24th and 25th in the middle of next week. And Morocco's bank deposits were up 7.3% according to the central bank. That's about 1.043 billion dirhams at the end of September, while Tunisia is reporting unemployment that went up by 0.5% to 18.4% in third quarter. And that's it for today's edition of Frontier Open Bell. I am Bosun Namafai. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.